Bem-vindos ao Ato, vou jogar Mobius Final Fantasy. Ok, vamos para o Ato 2. Mas antes, algumas invocações. Vai dar pra fazer duas invocações completas. Vou nesse X aqui. Já veio um trabalho que na hora eu pensei que era ruim, mas é bom. Não veio nada aqui. Talvez uma habilidade interessante, mas vai vir em nível 1. Ok. E não veio nada também. Nenhum trabalho, pelo menos. Barbaritia. Ok, aí eu poderia comprar um ticket com Celestríade. Só que aí fica faltando um pra fazer mais uma evocação. Beleza, aí para ir pro Ato 2 você tem que vir aqui no cantinho. Demorei pra entender como é que funcionava. Ó, esse negócio do novato, será que tem aqui também? No Ato 2? Bom, vamos esperar aparecer tudo isso aqui. E terminando a história, vamos ver se eu consigo fazer os outros conteúdos. Tem coisa pra caramba pra fazer. Tudo isso em menos de um mês. Bom, Slumbering Warriors, primeira parte. Aí vamos lá. Ganhei ticket pra caramba, então não devo demorar muito pra poder fazer outra invocação.
The prophecy is finished. The warrior of light has brought a fitting end to Palamecia's story of despair. However, the story of despair is but an aspect of the story of hope, and the end of one spells the end of the other. And now the heretics who dared to bring that end are met with their reward. Slumber, from which they may never wake, if they wish. Will the new world they help shape go on without them, as the threads of fresh tales begin to weave together? Or will they content themselves to fill a new role in the story to come? Something entirely different from what they have come to know. The answers to those questions are not for me to say. These three, however,
Guerreiro Desespero, prólogo, os guerreiros sonolentos.
Palamecia, a world of hope unbound. None shall remember the names of those who do not fight. A law governing a tale which you ended by your own hands. Do you grasp the significance of that?
I just woke up and you're already pelting me with questions. Never change, Sid.
Ah, it appears that you have some inkling of your memories then. Very well. Come with me.
And if I say no?
Then I imagine you shall soon become quite bored. There is little to do in a world that lacks a story to give it guidance.
Ok. Acho que era isso de cena, sim. Aí aqui a gente só pode... Nessa primeira parte é bem limitado os personagens que você pode usar. Mas é bem fácil. Então fazer um corte e ir pra próxima parte de história. Ok, próxima parte. Trail of Mist. Aí eu acho que tem alguns que são só texto. Vamos ver se esse é o caso.
You are the warrior of light. By vanquishing chaos, you have fulfilled the prophecy and set alight the fires of hope in this world.
Are you sure about that? Chaos is gone, but things haven't panned out like the prophecy said. The fires of hope? Looks to me like we brought even more misery to this pitiful place.
You achieved a remarkable feat. Not even I could have foreseen this. By defying and destroying Palamecia's laws, you have brought an end to the prophecy as well. You have changed the very fabric of this place. One might even say that as the warrior of light, you have wrought more destruction than chaos ever did.
Flattering.
Mayhap that is why you have been sealed away, so as to prevent further upheavals.
Sealed away, huh? I guess something really doesn't want me out there in Palamecia. So does that mean somewhere I'm sleeping quietly?
Aye, so it does.
But here I am talking to you at the same time. Something feels off. Almost like a dream. A bad one.
You may be correct. If it puts your mind at ease, you may think of this as nothing but a fleeting dream.
Then I hope I wake up soon. Not a lot of friendly faces in this particular dream.
Even a dream needs a sense of excitement.
Ok. Aí, próxima parte... Vamos ver, não tem história, então vou fazer um corte. Próxima parte... Weathered Crystal. É bem picotado isso aqui. Podia ter várias sequências que eu já usava Warp Shard.
Very impressive. I should have expected nothing less from the mighty warrior of light who defeated chaos.
You say that, but I didn't fulfill the prophecy. I broke it.
Aye, you did. And by turning your back on the prophecy, you also turned your back on the story of hope that buoyed Palamecia and its people. Chaos, the harbinger of despair, shall never return to resume his tyrannical reign. And the warrior of light, foil to this land's villain, shall never return bearing hope. Both hope and despair shall become but faded memories of the past. Without any prevailing winds to guide it, Palamecia shall become a ship stranded at sea.
Defeat chaos, bring peace to Palamecia. Why couldn't it have just been that simple?
You are wise enough to know the reason why. If you are curious to see what has befallen Palamecia, you only need look.
Ok. Aí, aqui não tem história, vou fazer um corte. Ok, próxima parte de história. Heavens alguma coisa. Baú com gigantura. Se tiver ticket, eu faço invocação. Só falta um ticket. Ou 500 Magicite.
Look now upon the world your actions have wrought. Is it as you expected?
Is this Palamisia?
Indeed it is. Although you felled Chaos, from him a dark current flows over the land, leaving nothing untouched.
What'll happen to the people?
The current is not deadly, if that is your worry. However, any caught in its flow shall have their memories swept away. And when at last the swell subsides, Palamisia shall be reborn, and the submerged shall awaken bereft of their pasts. A cycle of erasure and rebirth, not so different from the very cycle you endeavored to bury. There is yet more I would show you, warrior of despair. In times such as these, it is best to take a moment to reflect on past deeds, with the understanding they cannot be changed, for this is but a dream.
Some dream.
Ok. Esse aqui é um grande tutorial das mudanças que aconteceram para a segunda parte. Heaven's Light. The Overlook não. É que tem que fazer alguma coisa para desbloquear. Tem que encher a barra de ação. Enfim, fazer um corte. Ok, Chaotic Skies. Picotadíssimo. Um sim, um não, um sim, um não. Pra mim é ruim isso. Seria muito melhor se tivessem alguns seguidos.
By defeating Chaos, you have achieved the one driving goal of the Warrior of Light. Yet you deny yourself that title. How curious.
I'm hard to get. Sorry I couldn't just go along with what you wanted. Take the hero's title, do the hero's deeds.
Would that had been the course you chose. Alas, it is no one's fault but my own. I placed too much on your shoulders.
Too bad I was a disappointment.
Somehow, I doubt your sincerity. Regardless of past quarrels, however, one fact remains. You have ushered change into this world. The Warrior of Light no longer has a place, so it would be brash to call yourself that.
You have any suggestions?
In bringing an end to Chaos, you brought an end to his reign, and an end to the prophecy. You brought Palamisia's order crashing down. Some would say, you brought despair.
Warrior of Despair. I like that a lot more than Warrior of Light.
Warrior of Despair, mayhap not the title of a savior, but a fitting one nonetheless.
Ok. Aí a próxima parte também não tem história. A próxima deve ter. Então vou fazer um corte. Ok, próxima parte. Crackling Haze. Tô aproveitando essa parte aqui que é bem fácil para evoluir algumas habilidades. Shattering Earth não tem história.
So what's gonna happen now? Everyone's gonna wake up, right? Just without any memories?
They know but one emotion from the time they awaken. Despair. At their existence under Chaos's thumb, the only hope they had was that the Warrior of Light would one day save them.
But like you said, Chaos is no more.
Indeed, what does one who has forgotten despair yearn for? I suppose we shan't know the answer to that until we ourselves awaken.
Easy to forget we're still asleep.
The shape of the future shall remain a mystery so long as we remain here. Tell me, does that prospect unsettle you?
Don't try to trick me into waking up.
As I thought, you will follow no one's advice but your own. What of the other two, I wonder?
So Sarah and May are here too. Should have guessed.
Aye, but the dream they find themselves in doubtless takes on a different form than yours. Mayhap you shall meet again. However, it cannot be in here.
Won't be shedding tears over that one.
I would not expect you to. Regardless, the choice lies open to you. Think on it. There is time enough to consider each option fully. And if introspection bores you, there are other distractions.
Like what? Don't tell me even my dreams have trials.
No, nothing like that. Trials were dictated by prophecy and meted out to the warrior of light as Palamisia saw fit. No longer. Your time is yours to do with as you please.
That might take some getting used to. Having freedom.
Enjoy it. In all of Palamisia, there is none who can make you bow to their whims. Not yet, at least.
Certo. Aí, vamos para a próxima parte. Ok. Altar da Grandeza. Acho que eu vou traduzir os nomes melhor do que falar em inglês, né?
As I said before, this is not a trial. This is merely a distraction.
It's a dangerous distraction.
This is the outcome you wished for, the outcome you fought for. Does it leave something to be desired?
So I'm gonna be held responsible even if I die? Stinks of Palamisia, all right.
How exactly do you mean?
People punished for being people.
Ok. Aí, isso aqui é uma coisa que vai acontecer em várias outras áreas. Essa parte circular, temos que seguir por ela. Aí tem história no terceiro, no sexto, no centro. E voltar essa música que é bem bacana. Mas deixa eu fazer um corte agora. Ok, terceiro prisma. Vai ter uma cena agora. Um texto, talvez. Será que vem ticket? Não.
I wonder, are you lonely?
You're all the company I need, Sid.
Oh, I doubt that. Jokes aside, what of your fairy companion? The many fairies that guided the blanks were one of the pillars of Palamisia's system. They guided the blanks, yes, but they also propagated the story of hope at the same time. The system has vanished, along with the story that gave them purpose. I wonder, will they be required in the days to come? Need I remind you, this is all but a dream.
Huh?
If indeed you wish to speak with her again, you need only wish for it, and you can be reunited. Wish earnestly enough, and it shall come to pass.
I think I'm good. I'm fine the way things are. Say you're right. It wouldn't really be her, would it? Just some dream version of her. If the real Echo ever found out I'd stoop so low for some company, she'd never let me hear the end of it.
I must say, while I have met very few blanks with your temperament, I have met fewer with such an interesting relationship with their fairies.
Ok. Aí, próxima parte, essa sexta aqui. Ok, sexto prisma. E depois a última parte. Dessa parte do Warflight e que eu vou mostrar também. Não veio o ticket
I
ainda.
guess I'm just gonna forget all this too, huh? Since I'm fast asleep.
Aye, as will your companions, Maya and Sarah.
What about Garland?
Doubtless he has slipped the bonds of Palamisia for good. He rode the current of hope you unleashed, and with any luck, has already landed ashore some distant world.
Wonder where that is.
I'm opening the gate. I'll ride the tide of hope and leave Palamisia behind. Looks like you're our last hope after all.
Just like him to place the burden of hope on my shoulders before riding on to freedom. Wherever he is, I'm sure he's still the same old Garland, still yapping away.
You may not have to wait long to find out. In time, a letter may find its way to you.
A letter? Really?
Strange as it sounds. I received missives from my beloved Sarah, although she resided in a separate world.
Sarah? Oh, I get it. The Sarah from your village.
Aye, she too absconded from Palamecia and sought refuge in another world, where she lives happily.
Never wanted to go see her?
No, it is for the best this way. My actions have caused more than enough upheaval in her life.
You never know. She might be waiting for you.
I shall have to be content with the notion that she may, on occasion, remember our time together fondly.
Ok. Aí, última parte é aqui no centro, Crystal of Binding. Vou fazer um corte. Ok, aí esse aqui tem na entrada e na saída. Aí vamos mostrar até um novo trabalho. Ou pelo menos mostrar música e tudo mais. E falar um pouquinho do sistema de batalha, o que mudou. Já que tem na entrada, vamos direto. Sem dúvida, as visões de Palamecia da sua existência... Não, sem dúvida, Palamecia vê sua existência com preocupação. Então por que não se livra de mim? Você é uma ameaça, sim, mas também possui grande força. Talvez Palamecia deseje que você use sua própria conta. Como se eu fosse me deixar ser usado. Você me conhece, Cid? É claro, mas Palamecia não precisa de você especificamente. Uma sombra de você é o suficiente. Ei, nada mal para um falso. Eu me pergunto se a cópia pode superar a original. Pode tentar. Não acho que isso será fácil para nenhum de nós. Aí aqui é um pouquinho mais difícil, eu troquei de trabalho. Deve ser bem tranquilo. Aí aqui os inimigos, eles vão trocando turnos com você. Não é, você age tudo primeiro, depois o inimigo age. Aí aqui em cima tem uma barra. Enche a primeira, você pode usar a primeira habilidade do subtrabalho. Com duas você pode trocar. Aqui ó, Ludiana, por exemplo. E você não gasta elemento fazendo isso. Aí com duas barras você pode trocar de trabalho. Com três tem o modo Mobius. Você ganha vários bônus. Vamos lá, isso aqui deve ser o suficiente para matar a pessoa. Quase. Podia ter usado a habilidade pra matar com um elemento, mas já foi. Aí a gente mata com isso aqui. Será que mata? Não. Isso aqui. Pronto. As principais mudanças no sistema de batalha são essas. Vai ter uma cena aqui, eu encerro o vídeo, mas acho que vou fazer uma invocação. Devo ganhar um ticket.
You appear more than capable of handling yourself. Do not think you must let this old man be your burden.
Are you trying to get rid of me?
Pray do not misunderstand me, but I do not think even you would deny at times you can be recalcitrant.
If you say so.
Doubtless Palamecia harbors the same doubts. Release you from your slumber, with all the risk that entails? Or keep you sealed away, so that the past does not repeat itself? Of one fact I am certain. Palamecia is even now calculating how best to turn your strength to its favor. Its schemes may end in unforeseen misfortunes.
Didn't know I was such a big deal.
Your humility belies your actions. You are the warrior of despair. The one who brought no uncertain end to Palamecia's tale of hope. And in doing so, broke the shackles of prophecy that bound this world. But in freeing the present, the future has become murky.
Maybe, but I don't intend to just leave it at that.
That heartens me to hear. I am eager to see the path you forge in this new world. May it be one of your own making.
So I guess we changed the world. Brought an end to that dumb prophecy. Good riddance. But I can't help but wonder if we're actually ready for cold, hard reality. Warrior of despair. I can see why some might call me that. Doesn't matter much to me, though. Whatever future this new world has planned, I'll just keep doing what I've always done.
Ok, você terminou a história. Aí vai abrir uma área que é parecida com essa pro Warflight, só que pra Meia. Pra Mia, não é isso assim que falam? Pronunciou. Não, é Meia. Meia é feio em português, né?
You're the warrior of light?
Was. But that time has long passed, and the memories of my short spell as this realm's hero have faded into obscurity. Now I am naught but the tottering old fool you see standing before you.
What could such a vaunted personage want with a witch? Or have you taken to purging heretics in your old age?
Nothing so grim as that, Azure Witch. I was simply observing your journey. Can you blame me for seeking an escape from the tedium of my existence? I say your journey, yes, but you were not alone. Far from it. Together you walked with those who would fell chaos and bring an end to the prophecy's stranglehold. And together you walked with one who would save his beloved Palamisia, who for his efforts was rewarded with betrayal.
You know of him?
Aye, and I am well familiar with your devotion to him. And while it may be true that you are a heretic, anathema to Palamisia and its esoteric laws, you are still human. You have not strayed too far from that path to return to it.
Why should I listen to what you have to say?
Indeed. I know as well as any that words are wind. May I ask the chance to prove my trustworthiness?
Why not? It seems there is little else for me to do.
Ok, acho que vou deixar a invocação pro próximo vídeo. Só que eu tava achando que essa cena era entrando na parte da Meia. Quer dizer, é entrando, só que a gente vai automaticamente, né? Bom, então é isso. Vou ficar por aqui. Não, vamos lá, vai. Invocar não demora tanto tempo assim. Ah, verde. Nada demais. Ah. Bom, pelo menos uma carta. Raridade 4. E é isso, mais uma invocação sem nada demais. Bom, então, agora sim, vou ficar por aqui. Obrigado por assistir e até a próxima.